Good day, subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jeremy. This is the Financial Education Channel, and today we're talking about my financial goals by age 30. As you guys probably saw in that title, I plan on trying to make $100,000 per month in passive income alone. And that's my number one thing we'll talk about. I got 3 other financial goals basically I have by age 30. They're all pretty lofty, and none of them, believe it or not, have anything to do with investments, which is kind of strange. Main reason I don't make like financial goals around investments is because I don't want to feel pressured to try to get a certain gain on a stock when, I mean, literally I can't control whether a stock I own goes up or down in the short term. I can try to make the best investment decision for me, but I can't control whether that stock goes up and down. So for me, I just don't put investments in there. So none of these 4 will be like, I want to account value by a certain, at a certain rate or something like that. Nothing investment wise, guys. So let's get into this. Let's get into that number one thing first, which is the one that probably caught a lot of people's attention. I have a goal of making $100,000 per month from passive income. For those of you guys who may not know what passive income is, it's when you create something in the past and with minimal or no effort, that whatever you create in the past keeps making you money in the future, and it keeps making you money in the future for months to come, years to come, maybe even decades to come. So that is my goal. I got 2.5 years to get to $100,000 per month in passive income. It's not going to be easy. I've told some friends this, and they, roll their eyes and like, are you crazy? That's never going to happen type thing. And that's the type of thing I like because that gets me all jazzed up. So I got an actual plan on how I get to this number. And anytime you set goals, you've got to have like an execution plan on how you get there. I have that with this. So the way I look at it, first off, the YouTube channel is going to be key in this whole process. Right now on YouTube, with the advertising and whatnot, with the advertisements that are shown on my channel, I'm bringing in around $3,000 a month from ads shown on this channel, right? My plan is over the next 2.5 years, I'm going to try to 10 times the channel. Now, that's not going to be easy. It's certainly not going to be easy. But when you take into account I grew from nothing to 30,000 subscribers in, a year and 3 months, a year and 4 months, something like that, I think it's somewhat possible that I can 10 times the channel. So 10 times the amount of subscribers, 10 times the amount of views over the next 2.5 years, as long as I put in the work every day, come out with innovative ideas for the videos, those kinds of things. I think I can do it. I really do. I look at a channel like Gary Vaynerchuk channel, right? He just talks about basically entrepreneurship for the most part on his channel, right? That's what his channel kind of focuses around, business, entrepreneurship. I talk about the stock market the most. I talk about also entrepreneurship. I talk about also personal finance. So my channel brings in a lot of people from a lot of different ways, not just one particular segment. And I look at his channel, he's getting around 1,000 to 2,000 new subscribers per day. And he's basically getting 10 times more views than I'm getting right now. So I look at his channel as kind of like a goalpost that if he can do it just talking about one subject, what can I do talking about 3 subjects? What can I do out there is he more talented than I am, or am I more talented than him? Who knows? All I know is I can do it. I know I can do it. I mean, if I'm getting 14,000 views on a day right now, his channel's getting like 140,000 to 150,000 views. So I think it's realistic to get there. It's going to be neat. I'm going to need to keep putting out content daily, just like I've done for the last 9 months. I put out a video every single day, and I love doing it. Like, it's so easy for me to record a video. Like, this is so easy and so fun. Like, thinking of a video plot idea and like recording it, it's so much fun for me. So that's what I'm thinking. 10 times the channel, right? So 10 times the amount of views. So I'm bringing around $3,000 right now. That would be about $30,000 per month in 2.5 years, right? When I'm age 30. Now, something to factor in. I would say YouTube ad rates will be at least double what they are now. So let's assume they just double, which I think they're going to even go up more than that. Same thing with Facebook, Instagram, all the ad rates are going to go up ridiculous amounts over the next few years. But let's say it just doubles, right? That would mean I'm doing around $60,000 per month in just the ads that are shown on this channel. So now at this point, it's looking like, okay, that might actually be realistic because of the growth that's happened, because of the growth that's going on right now, which we're at all-time views. Things are just building and building and building. It's kind of more realistic when you look at it from that perspective. So $60,000 a month, let's say, minimum in advertising, right? So now we got another $40,000 to come up with somehow in passive income. So I have Amazon affiliate links on this channel, right? You know, pretty much every video I have a few of my favorite stock market books listed in there, a few other things that people click on and they look at and then maybe they buy or they don't buy, right? Currently, I make around a little over $100 a month from those Amazon affiliate links. So if we're getting 10 times the amount of views, there's probably 10 times the amount of people clicking on those links, right? You know, roughly. So we could say maybe I'm making $1,000 extra a month. So that's not going to add up to a lot. So that doesn't matter a lot, the Amazon affiliate links. The other big factor will be the book that comes out. The book that I'm creating and coming out with, well, I'm done the book now. I'm just finishing proofreading and things like that. It's launching within the next week and a half. That book will be very key to this story if it's going to happen. Basically, the way I look at it, worst case scenario, in this, a lot of it's going to depend on how that book does the first 48 hours it's out. The worst case scenario I look at is maybe doing 1,200 book sales per month. 1,200 book sales, 1,200. I'm going to get $7 a pop for that because the book's going to be sold for $10 on Amazon. Amazon takes 30%, unfortunately. I get the other 70%, so that's $7 per book. $7 per book times about, let's say, 1,200 books per, a month. So that's roughly around $10,000. So that will bump us more up to the $70,000 ranking then. And once again, a lot of it's going to depend on those first 48 hours, how many books are sold strictly from basically my subscribers, because no one's going to be buying that book other than my subscribers. So if we do something like a 500 book number that very first day, or within the very first 48 hours, Amazon's going to rank that book much, much higher because it's a stock market related book. And stock market related books don't sell as well as, say, the next Harry Potter or something. Harry Potter, 500 books would be a joke in the first 48 hours. They need to sell like 500,000, right? For stock market, if I can sell 500 books in the first 48 hours to just my subscribers, that book will be ranked much higher. And then what will end up happening is when people go to search stock market, books and investing, those kinds of things, that book will pop up. And then it's more likely I'll get sales from that. I also mentioned several times in the book, I run the financial education channel on YouTube. So people that might like that book, then go ahead and say, okay, I like that guy. I got to go find him on YouTube. They find me on YouTube. It's another way to build the channel, which the channel is the whole end goal. I'm not an author. The book is more a thing just to, a passion I had behind getting out my story about how I actually invest in stock, what I look into, which you guys wanted to know, and also a way of funneling more people to the financial education channel, which is what I love to do, which I love to. I mean, the book was a pain in the ass. I had to get motivated every day to write that book. A video, I don't need to get motivated. I'm pumped. I could record a video at 3 in the morning. I could record a video at 6 in the morning. It doesn't matter. I'm always ready to make a video. So then we're at around $70,000 plus a month. Now, next year, I'll probably be writing a book, something around entrepreneurship, social media, those kinds of things. I don't have the whole plan written out yet because I just got this book finished and I don't want to just jump into another book because honestly, the other one kind of burnt me out. So that will be coming maybe when I'm 28, 29 years old. If maybe we can do around a similar number, then that bumps us up to around $80,000 per month in passive income at this point. Where the other $20,000 comes from, I'd be straight up honest, I don't know right now. I do not know where the other $20,000 is going to come from. But I haven't figured out where we can get around $80,000. I'm just hoping on somehow I'll figure it out between now and then how to get that other $20,000. But that is what I'm looking at for passive income, and that's why I think it is realistic. It's gonna be hella hard. I'm not gonna BS you. It's gonna be hella hard for me to do it, but I think it's realistic that I can pull it off. We can pull it off. That we can get $100,000 per month in passive income. So that's my biggest financial goal by age 30. A lot of people think I'm crazy in the head. Maybe I will be. Maybe I'll look back at this video and be like, "What were you thinking?" But the way I look at it is even if I'm wrong, say I do $60,000 a month, is that such a bad thing? Oh damn, I'm wrong. I didn't even come close to 100,000, but I'm doing 60,000. I guess it's not that bad in the end. So, anyways, that's my main financial goal by age 30. Number 2. This is something stock market related, but it's not really something like I need to get a certain gain. I want to have $750,000 invested in stocks. So this is assuming I'm not getting great gains on stocks, things like that. More like money I'm funneling into my stocks. So I want to have a $750,000 in basically my accounts and whatnot for stock market investing strictly. That's my number 2 goal, and a lot of that will depend on how much I'm making from passive income, what my other business, which is my actual business, what that's doing for numbers. Do I have employees working for me at that point? Some of those kinds of things that I can funnel more money into my stock brokerage accounts. The number 3 thing is I want to own a home outright, as long as the home I'm living in is under like $500,000. So if I'm living in a nice home but a modest home, I want to own that home outright. Now, of course, if I'm making so much money and I, for whatever reason, want to live in like $1 million home or something, I'm not expecting to own a $1.5 million house outright. They'll probably have a mortgage on it or something, because the money, in my opinion, could be much better spent on stocks and whatnot. But if I have a regular home, a $300,000 home, a $400,000 home, I will absolutely try to own that outright at that point. That's my 3rd financial goal by 30. And the last 4th financial goal I have basically by age 30 is I want to own 2 vehicles outright. Like no loans on them. No loans on them at all, just own them outright. And the reason those last 2 are kind of important, trying to own the home outright, the vehicles outright, is those are the 2 biggest expenses, generally speaking. I mean, you could maybe say health insurance sometimes might be more than a car's, but I mean, if you have 2 cars and if you have 2 cars, the chances are your car payments on 2 cars are probably more than health insurance. So that's the 2 biggest expenses: a mortgage and a car. And if you can own both those outright, the way I look at it, then that's just a lot more money I can funnel into stocks, funnel into building businesses, things like that. So that's the kind of way I look at it, where instead of spending, $1,200 a month on a mortgage, or $1,500 or $2,000 or whatever, and another $800 on cars a month, if I can have that all paid off and just be funneling money towards stocks, funneling money toward building the businesses, that is the way I want to go. So those are my financial goals by age 30. Maybe I'm a little crazy in that and it can't be pulled off, but I believe in setting somewhat realistic goals, but at the same time goals that you're going to need to work your ass off for and reach for that rope. And that's exactly what these goals are. I think I can pull them off, but it's going to take a phenomenal amount of work, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this today. Let me know if you guys have financial goals over the next few years that you want to achieve. I would love to hear, my subscribers, what are your financial goals personally? Do you even have financial goals? If you don't, there's nothing wrong with that. I would just love to hear if you guys do have any financial goals personally over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years of your life. If you just came across this video and you're not subscribed yet, you may want to. We talk personal finance on the channel. We talk entrepreneurship. I'm an actual business owner. I get to talk so much business. We talk the stock market, the most of everything on the channel, how to be a successful investor. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.